Hey, good afternoon, folks. It's the White Bison Whisperer here, and so a lot of people are like, "Well, why are your videos all the same, just inside the pen and blah blah?" And well, it's to help this grass, as you can see, regrow, seed, drop its seed, and then that seed to germinate, and then grow new grass out here. If we had the bison out here all the time, they'd just eat this right down, and then you'd have hardly any vegetation, and then after a few years, less and less vegetation. So, 1st of June, middle of June, after this grass is reseeded, dropped its seed, and then able for that seed to start germinating, we'll let them out. But if you look up behind me, right up in that ravine is where the bison are at. I'll flip the camera around and zoom up in there. But yeah, they've got this big plush meadow and there's a couple other areas where the grass is regrowing on this ranch where I've got my 4 bison, and the owner of the ranch where he's got his bison, where I've got mine mixed in with his. But I'll flip the camera around and zoom in where you can see the bison just up in that draw where they're penned up for the winter time for about 6-7 months, sometimes, and where we feed them throughout the week. And as you saw this last winter, we had to haul water in for a while the pipes were frozen. But I'll flip it around so you can see. So you can see where the bison are at. And they are behind that fence line. There's one up in the trees right there. But yeah, it's a beautiful ranch up here. Beautiful piece of property. Where the bison are at, and so a lot of times I'll come up here, check on them, and there was one specific time where I could not find them. Drove around the property for about 3 hours, and I could not find the bison. But so it's a lot better having them penned up and knowing exactly where they're at. But out here, when they're roaming around, they'll be out there in the pine trees and the really thick oak. And if they're just down, some areas, if they're just 50 feet off the road, you never even see them. So it's hit and miss when they're out roaming around, but man, they sure love it. So helping the property, all the grass, all this vegetation rejuvenate, and for their help.